And welcome back to the Oklahoman's Video Studio. Dave Morris here. It's lunchtime in downtown Oklahoma City at the corner of Sheridan and Robinson. Joined on the couch this afternoon by Doug Sirocco and Katie Williams. Guys, thanks for coming over.
Thanks, Dave.
They are here to tell us all about Exchange on Film Row, which makes its return this Friday down on Film Row, if you will, from 6 to 10 p.m. Doug Sirocco is with Dunlap Cotting. Katie Williams is among the musicians performing.
Among the many.
Among the many. Doug, set us up. What is Exchange on Film Row?
So Exchange on Film Row is kind of our monthly kind of street festival down there, and it kind of harkens back to the old days of Film Row, where everybody kind of came down, picked up their movie things, went back off into the different areas, and so we wanted to recreate that, kind of bring folks from around Oklahoma City and the area down to Film Row to have a little bit of fun, hear some music, have some beverages, kind of see what Film Row has to offer, and then kind of get to see some of the makers and creators around Oklahoma City who are going to kind of be gathering there.
Film Row has changed a lot, and it continues to change. We see a mural going up this week of Stephen Adams on the side of the building.
Yeah.
It is kind of cool to see artists and the community involved and engaged, and then other people gather as a result of that, right?
That's correct. I mean, if you see everything that's kind of going on, the mural is the newest thing, but you've got 21C at the other end of the row now, that's bringing some amazing and incredible modern art to the
Downtown just
city.
seems to be going to the west right now.
It does.
In many directions, but the development is certainly heading west.
Yeah, I think with all the different projects that are happening down there, you're starting to see really a culmination of a lot of efforts. And so you see a lot of the restaurants coming in, the museum, the art museum, and people just doing kind of unique things down there, like the plant shop and the Paramount, everything that's happening down there.
Exchange on Film Row will be the third Friday of every month, as I mentioned, from 6 to 10 p.m. Katie Williams will be one of the musicians this week. How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
You are good. We heard you warming up, tuning earlier.
I am good. They're relieved. Yeah.
This is not going to be bad. What got you into music?
Oh gosh.
And what style of music do you play?
I don't know if there was like a single moment where I got into music.
It was a Friday in June, 5
Right.
years ago.
I can feel it now. I've always been into music. I have not always played, so it's been interesting.
So did that mean you sang and then just picked
Not
up the guitar?
necessarily choir in high school. I don't think that counts. But so I've been in the music community, specifically in Norman, for
Good
about.
community to be in.
Oh, it's wonderful. I mean, Oklahoma as a whole is just kind of incredible right now. But surrounded by a lot of really talented people. So I think it was somewhat inevitable. And so about 3 years ago, I picked up a guitar and thought,
Self-taught?
I
or
can
did
do
you...
this. I definitely had some help.
Okay.
I had quite a bit of help, and then at that point you just have to do it yourself, though. I mean, nobody makes you practice, nobody makes you better, and
It is a discipline, you're right.
yeah, and you're not good, when you start, it's, you just gotta make your own way. And then writing songs and things like that, I've just really enjoyed combining poetry with music.
So what's your style, Katie?
Oh gosh.
Is it more of a traditional singer-songwriter style, or does it vary?
It does definitely vary. And here lately I've been playing with a band. So when you add percussion and electric guitar and things like that, it changes dramatically. By default, I have to answer Americana because it's not just one thing. That's really the word that we have for blues meets country meets rock and roll meets roots music right now. So I'm excited to see what the next album brings. I have an EP right now, but this next album's definitely going to be different.
Where can we find the EP?
I'm launching a website at the end of the month, which
good.
is really exciting, musicbykatie.com. But right now, iTunes, Amazon, any of the usual places.
Very good. We'll hear one of your songs here in just a second. Doug, local musicians, how do you get them involved? How did the whole event evolve?
Well, it kind of started out, back on the days when we were doing Premiere and the Mix and some of the things down there, and really kind of reached out to a lot of the bands from, either from ACM or some of the other local bands that have kind of popped up, and just put the word out. And lots of folks kind of came to us that way. And then lately we've been working with, Graham Colton and Fanswell to find a lot of the great bands and the performers that are coming through. So it's kind of been nice.
What's with the name Exchange? What's behind that?
Well, it kind of harkens back to that our area was the film exchange district. We call it Film Row these days, but the whole point was that you're bringing your movies in and you're picking them up and taking them back out to the rural areas. So you're basically literally exchanging one film for another. And so people would come in, and that's where that came from. And a lot of the buildings there are either the Film Exchange building or the one that used to be down a little bit south of here. That's what they were for.
Katie will be performing at Dunlap Cotting, which is a fantastic space.
I'm excited.
I mean, it's just a cool building, cool office, but then the little courtyard area is a great space for live music. What are some of the various uses you guys use that for?
Oh gosh, what don't we use it for? So lots of music, lots of art, lots of nonprofit groups. We've even thrown up a circus tent and had Cirque du Soleil type performers in there at different times for different events.
I remember the glitter ball.
The glitter ball, everybody.
Who could forget the glitter ball?
Everybody
Still glitter
remembers it.
everywhere.
I still find glitter in my parking space every morning. It's quite of a glitterly start to the
But
day.
there was aerial acrobatics
There was.
in the tent.
There was aerial
great place to have
acrobatics. So, and we're finding about almost 95% of the nights and weekends we have people using the space for different things. So,
What does community mean to you?
community. That's a good one. I get asked that a lot lately. The community to me is kind of, it's a spirit or an ethos of kind of people that are coming together and kind of in goodwill to make things either better or to do something that hasn't been done before. So,
Because you guys have a backstory of where you moved from to this location and then what you have done with this location and getting the community involved.
Right.
And I guess I should back up for those who don't know, Dunlap Cotting is?
we're an intellectual property law firm, so we work with musicians and artists and developers of ideas, innovators, entrepreneurs. So
And you officed at?
on Film Row, right at Dunlap Cotting.
But before that?
Oh, before that, we were up in the Valiance Bank building, so up about 10th story, beautiful views of out west and stuff like that.
You were downtown, you were right here. However, this puts you street level.
Right, street level, so that we can, there's an interaction. I mean, when we moved in March of 2013, the first real main event down there was the Arts Fest. And all of a sudden you have people walking around, some of them are eating turkey legs and stuff like that, but, kind of
kinda have to.
You have to, but there were people there. And to have that kind of mass of people kind of coming and going and families and laughter and stuff like that.
That's community.
Yeah, it was community.
It
It
is
kind of gave us a
community, yeah.
real clear view of what it was going to be like to have something that literally people could kind of walk up here in our windows, see what we were doing.
Is it important as a musician to have a space like this that allows you access to that community?
Oh yeah, and like you were saying, reaching out to us directly. Music and business doesn't always go together. We kind of forget the latter. So having you guys reach out to us and say, we really do appreciate what you're doing, we want you to be a part of this, is amazing. So thank you. Thank you for facilitating that.
No problem. It's kind of given us a soundtrack, as I say, to our office.
That's an awesome way to look
it's
at
kind of
it.
a neat, we always have kind of either music or voices kind of happening, and it
Yeah.
always changes. So it's great for our people too.
Are you a good pool player?
I have moments.
Yeah, I mean, you have a pool table right there in the cool area.
Yeah, we do have a pool table.
I mentioned this is the third Friday of every month, and it runs through September, I believe. Who knows? It may be extended. But last month kicked it off. How did it go?
It went great. It was, a beautiful Oklahoma night. The weather was great. Temperatures were wonderful. We had, more people than we expected kind of turn out for the first one, and everybody had a good time. And what I always like to see is the mix of people. It isn't a particular type of person that comes. It's young and old, and across all economic and socioeconomic backgrounds, and there are a lot of kids. And to me, it's the kind of the kids that make it that kind of excitement and running around. And we've got big wide open space, so you don't have to worry about them. So it's kind of nice.
Good stuff. All right, you will be sharing the stage with, or at some point during the night, Jose Hernandez.
Yes.
Yet another really good singer.
I have met him before. Great
good.
songwriter.
Yep, good stuff. All right, Katie, what are we about to hear from you?
You are about to hear Careful What You Wish For. It's a song off of the EP, actually.
And
It's
what's the
second
story
song.
behind this?
Oh, careful what you wish for.
Fair enough.
Experience, yeah. So I don't like to say too much because I'll just let everybody else decide what it means to
Fair
them.
enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Katie Williams.
Oh, my, careful what you wish for in your mind. Whoa, my one day it just might come true. Running around making a mess, 'cause I do. And does she know the way you like your hair falling around like you just don't care? 'Cause I do. And does she know the way your daddy left souvenir was all you cared? 'Cause yes, I do. Oh, my, careful what you wish for in your mind. Oh, my, one day it just might come true. The silly things you do in bed, 'cause I do. And does she know the way you wear your heart tied on your arm like a sailor knot? 'Cause I do. Does she know that time is all you need to be the man you want to be? 'Cause yes, I do. Oh, my, careful what you wish for in your mind. Oh, my, one day it just might come true. Where would that leave me and you? Busted, down, broken, and blue. I'll be here from A to Z. Tell me where you wanna be. Pulling you out when it pulls you in. Don't really care if it's thick or thin. I know you ain't right and wrong. You don't really know where you belong, but yes, I do. One day it just might come true. One day.
She's Katie Williams, ladies and gentlemen. That was Careful What You Wish For. Plenty more music from her 2015 release, Force of Nature. Upcoming music coming out.
That's
you can
right.
catch her Friday night between 6 and 10 at the Exchange on Film Row. Doug, congrats on everything so far. Best of luck this Friday night. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you.
You can find more information online at exchangefilmrow.com. Our Nathan Poppy in the Oklahoman will have stories coming up this week, I believe in Friday's edition of the Oklahoman and online at newsok.com. And once again, guys, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks.
you.